Right. Today, I want to talk about a little subject, and it's budget Middle Eastern scents. So you see a lot on eBay, um, 12, £13, brands that you might not be familiar with. So you get Ajiad, Oud Al Anfar, Ard Al Zafran, brands like that. So you see these, some of them can be as cheap as £10, and you think, oh, that's okay for a blind buy. Well, I'm going to show you a little thing of where your money should be going. So all of these fragrances now that I'm going to show you, this isn't a fragrance review, this is just showing you a comparison of where the same amount of money could go. I paid the exact same amount for all three of these fragrances. So the first one up is Ard Al Zafran, Sultan Al Oud. Now this one, I believe Ard Al Zafran are not primarily a fragrance company. I think they do something else, but they're just sort of branched out into this. It smells very oudy, but the quality is just, it's not there. It's a little bit watery, and the notes haven't really got any depth to them. So I've tried a few Ard Al Zafrans, and the quality seems to be about the same over all of them. I've tried 4 in total, and they do last, 5-6 hours maybe, but they're just a little bit watery. They haven't got any depth to the notes. Now, I haven't tried all of them. I think there's 30 or 40 different ones, but if I've tried 4 and they're all a little bit watery, I think they're all going to be that way. As far as the bottle goes, it seems to be a heavyish bottle. It's a little bit tacky, I suppose, with the bits dangling on it. The sprayers, yeah, nothing to write home about. So Ard Al Zafran in general, they're not bad, but you're not getting a rich product. But if you like something a little bit lighter, then maybe it'll be okay for you. But in this sort of genre, you need a little bit of depth to it. So for me, Ard Al Zafran, I would pass. I wouldn't buy any more. But, some people like it. The second is Oud Al Anfar. Now this has got to be the biggest joke out there. I don't understand it. Anfar, they have a high-end line, so they're capable of putting out some good stuff. At this price point, you would think that they could even get the lid to come off without wrecking the bottle. Now, when I got it, I opened the box, took the lid off, sprayed it once, put the lid back on, went about my business, came back, took the lid off again. The sleeve is stuck in the top of the lid. It pulled that off, so every time you put the lid on, it pulls that off, the spray off as well. So basically, you've got a bottle that, they can't even get the lid to fit right. Other than that, and that's not just a problem with this, they have a sister company, Ajiad, exactly the same thing with that. In fact, they were even worse. The bottle looked like it was falling apart, it was leaking everywhere. And these are all at the same price point, remember. So, as far as the quality of this goes, it is a little bit richer, but the actual scent itself is nothing to write home about. Now, I'd like to say Anfar, they do have a higher end line, so I don't know why they can't put something that smells good together, even at this price point, because Ard Al Zafran, that smells good, it's just a little bit watery. This one, the notes in it, well, I don't know what the notes are in it because it's hard to find out, The description is fruit, cinnamon, woodsy notes. Now basically it smells like sawdust with a bit of cinnamon on it. It's really dry, it's not that good, to be fair. The sprayer is quite good actually. That's a good sprayer, I'll accept that. The bottle's nice and heavy. You know, the quality of the product is quite good. I mean, I can smell that from here quite strong. It just doesn't smell that good, you know, and that it just doesn't smell like it's been constructed right. And the depth isn't really there either. I mean, it smells good in the sense that it's deeper than that. So I mean, it's you know, neither of these are up to Rasasi or Ajmal or any of those sort of qualities. So, you know, and these are all exactly the same price. So you've got those two, and at the same price, you've got Latafa. Latafa make a bottle that is nice, it's heavy, you can take the lid off without wrecking the bottle. The juice, so the sprayer, nice sprayer. The juice is nice and rich. So, you know, I mean, at this price point, you've got to remember that it's not a level playing field. You can get the quality of Latafa, which, you know, I think it's underpriced, to be fair. I think, I'm not complaining, I like buying it cheap, but if it was priced around £30, I still think that would be a fair price. But you can quite regularly pick Latafa up, £10.99, £11.99. I mean, that's a steal. And these are all in the same price bracket. So, you know, you see on Fragrantica, people saying, oh, you can just buy these, they're okay for a blind buy, it's only a tenner. Okay, it's only a tenner. But how many have you got to buy until you find one that's decent? So let's say you buy 5 and you find one that's decent, it's essentially cost you 50 quid. Is it worth that? No, definitely not. You're better off, if you want to get into this, you're better off going Latafa. These are okay, but you know, you're going to get burnt more times than you're going to find the next gem. You know, everyone goes on, oh, let's try and find the next hype train. You know, you're never going to do that. Never. Not with houses like this anyway, because they don't have the quality. If they did, then, you know, it'd be a different story. But it's just a quick video anyway, because I was having a conversation with Fragrance Newbie about it, and he was on about Ajiad, so I was just make a quick video and just explain the way to go. If you want under £15, you know, you can't get any better than Latafa. Ajiad, I'd steer clear of them. They're not all that, to be fair. The one I had, it smelled like Tuscan leather. It lasted about an hour and then it went. I used it about twice and then I just chucked it in the bin. I wouldn't even try and sell it. I wouldn't even give it away. I just thought, it's going in the bin. This one, you know, I probably could use this, but I probably won't. This one, I do use it, but I won't use it out and about because it hasn't got the depth of anything. I can barely smell it on me, no one else can smell it on me. So, you know, it's alright just for around the house when you're just pottering around, doing whatever, doing a few jobs or whatever. Just bang a bit on, smell nice while you do the washing up or whatever. Oh. It's not bad. You can get those quite cheap anyway. I think you can pick them up around 9 quid. So that's acceptable. I'll accept that for 9 quid. But these, you know, the Amphars, I'd be careful with them because you'll end up buying more than, you know, you're going to get for your value, basically. So the way forward, Le Tafra,